Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. Testing, testing. Alright, we should be good. Okay then. Hello everybody, Grant here from the Orterber channel, and welcome to another stream. Oh, almost forgot, hold on. Let me just quickly take that, go to here, and put in the correct chat box. There we go. Now we should be good to go. Okay, yeah. So, hello everybody. And in this stream, I'm just going to be playing some Galvin. And I actually did a bit of a testing of this on my new laptop to make sure everything was going smoothly and such. Tested out some of the transformations and so on. And thankfully, it does seem like things are going pretty smoothly here. So, yeah. So I'm going to, of course, be talking about the first issue of the new Ben 10 comics by Dynamite Comics, which have mainly a lot of writing, drawing, story credits to the original team. I actually saw it with me right here in the plastic wrap. I've taken it only once before to read it once before, and I'm being very careful not to damage it too much. Wait, hold on a second. Okay. Right, so... Sorry, springtime allergies are a bitch. Okay. If I get this correctly... Yep, by the original Man of Action team themselves, Joe Casey, Stephen T. Siegel, Joe Kelly, and Duncan Rouleau, all behind the story of this one, with Joe Casey writing the script, Robert Casey doing the art, okay, Brendan Spiller doing the colors, and Taylor Esposito doing the lettering of the comic, and such. And again, I will be spoiling this comic quite a bit in the stream, so if you don't want to be spoiled and haven't read it yet, you might want to leave the stream right now. Okay, but first, though, I do want to try out... I actually want to give myself a bit of a challenge while doing the stream. I want to play only as the aliens that are part of Ben's original 10 in this roster for this comic, which would be Forearms, Diamond Head, Wildvine, Upgrade, Cannonbolt, Stinkfly, Heat Blast, Accelerate, Grey Matter, and Overflow. However, Overflow is not in Galvin, and I would play as his classic continuity counterpart Water Hazard, but while doing testing for this, I had to, unfortunately, Water Hazard is still very much a work in progress, just like everybody else, but only to a worse degree. So, to compensate, I am going to have... Instead, I'll probably have maybe either Big Chill, Arctic Iguana, or Amphibian perhaps filling in that slot. With either a water or ice theme alien filling in that slot, so to speak, but yeah. Okay. Oh, any save data from the previous save may be invalid, of course, but yeah. Warning, experimental Omnitrix. First of all, I'm going to take a look at the options here to make sure my... are the controls like for Omnitrix? It's... Yeah, I have it set to the tab key. It's like comma by default, but that doesn't seem to work for me on my laptop, so I swapped out the tab. Plus, it feels more comfortable doing that anyways. Text. Okay. But first of all, yeah, so, let's see here. Apparently, I guess the save worked or something, or, no, I'm down level 1, of course it didn't work. Alright, well, let's see who I got. Yeah. Just the starting 4 of Heat Blast, Accelerate, Forearms, and Stink Fly. And I'll start with Forearms since, spoiler alert, that's the first alien Ben ever transforms into in the series. Every single time you boot it up, it does. You can't skip the transformation bit. I think that's kind of fitting. I do like how they animate it. Game menu. Okay, yeah. I do like how they actually have cars now in this new update. Also, let's just launch ourselves now. Wait, time of day. No, it's not it. I think it's photo mode, save game options. Hold on a second. I think it's. Let me take a look here. Randomizer, voice commands. Like, I experimented with everything. I haven't missed much yet. Okay, echo. Yeah. Also, apparently, this is going to be the first ever Ben 10 continuity designed for an older audience intact. So, hope that, and part of the original aim of this comic series is also to have the Man of Action crew get the Ben 10 fanbase back into comics. And I will say this before going more further into spoiler territory, that I think the comic does a good enough job. It's not great, but it is something that I do think can hype people up for future releases. Although there are way too many ads on some of these pages, but I'm guessing it's just how comics work nowadays. Yeah, that, and I have already pre-ordered the second issue. So let's take a look here. Level editor? Huh. Yeah, let me just get a good view. Let me just get a good viewpoint. So I can. Okay. G map. Omnitrix. Okay. We got the recalibrated one. Even though Ben never turned to the forums with this one. Only with the prototype, Ultimatrix, and official. I mean, this was the prototype, but this was after it got. You get the idea. Transformation. Forearms! Okay, first of all, let's see. A thunderclap, rock throw. How do I. Okay, you know what? Let's just. Can we launch ourselves or. Control. Oh! Oh! My cue! Oh! A 5 oil advertisement! Nice! Okay, you know what? No, from experience, I know that Accelerate's way better. Accelerate! I like how... Okay, just got a bomb threat active. Yeah, I know. Stink Fly. Stink Fly! Okay, come on. Get up there, up. Okay, let's just, careful. Come on. Civilians need my help. I know. I'm going as fast as I can here. Yeah, I was going to stay as forms longer, but the civilians need my help and such. So, yeah. I was originally going to be playing Ben's Ultimate Alien Cosmic Destruction for this. Of course I have to go Accelerate for this. Accelerate! Okay.
Thank you.
Stop. Sorry, I got bigger priorities right now. I gotta save civilians first. I was going to ask, I was about to say, I just might as well unlock Echo right now and transform the three of myself in a joking matter because you can't do that yet in this game. But considering what happened in, oh, great. Come on.
Help me!
I'm going as fast as I can here.
Help me! Help!
Okay. Alright, now let's get back to the hospital.
Well, off to the hospital with you then.
I am not going to even bother. Bug. There. And...
Thank you!
Jeez. Good thing this thing charges up really fast. 45, 44. Okay, and 3, 2, 1.
Accelerate!
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Sorry, buddy. I have to do what...
Fly!
Great. What the... Crime in progress. Yeah, I think you're going to already accept that I can't even get stuff done in time. Come on. Look, I am doing everything I can, okay? Guys, I'm just going to assume the plumbers have it handled because I don't have... I'm not going to turn to Alien X every single waking moment of the day and just handle all that. I don't even have them unlocked yet.
Horror!
Come on. There we go. Be a bit more careful next time, please. With all due respect, I'm only one person. China advertisement, that's weird. Okay, violent crime to stop. I'm just gonna take care of this from here. Well, I thought the game was about to crash there. I'm just gonna leave no prisoners. I mean, Ben 10 did kill sometimes. I mean, or at least it tends to kill. I mean, have you not seen the classic series episode Be Afraid of the Dark? Also, the fact that this doesn't pause is kind of ridiculous. But for now, Ultimatrix, I'll unlock that and equip Omnitrix features. And yeah, I'm going to unlock some of that. And, a bit more of a charge, a bit more of a charge, a bit more of a charge. Okay, I think I got that enough for now. At least now I don't have to worry nearly as much. I'm on my way.
Fly!
Okay, I'm gonna have to... Kind of surprised the double jump doesn't allow you to fly instantly, but okay. Oh, hi Kevin Scar. Now I'm gonna just, That's actually...
Horror!
There we go.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Fly!
I'm just going to, Okay, good. Nothing is left to stop me. Now, I can start talking about the comic. Like, I do like the look of Vilgax. I'm not going to show any screenshots from the comic or anything and such. You should, of course, go buy the comic for yourself. Alright. First of all, I do prefer the original look of Vilgax's ship from the classic series, but when we get in the comic, it's not bad. I actually should probably start with the covers. Looking at the cover itself, like, I just have the normal cover variant, which is just like Ben's original roster on screen with the title and such. It is pretty lazy that they just reuse like the reboot title with just a slightly brighter green, or rather slightly less saturated green than the one we get in the final copy, rather than the one from the reboot. But overall, Strap Civilian, where is that? Can you point the way to me? Ah, that'll do.
Oh my god.
Come on.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Alright. Okay. Now with that out of the way,
Heat blast.
let's just go to here. Characters,
Heat
transformation.
blast.
And let me just unlock on something really quick. There we go. Rock flight. Bomb threat in progress. Where is the bomb threat? Here we are. Oh, I gotta start first. Okay, there we go. Now this is good. Not sure how the physics of this works, but it's still cool as hell. Not sure what. Don't actually. Now I think about it, Heat Blast should not be able to defuse a bomb like this because he's made of fire. Like if he accidentally touches one of the wires wrong, like not only will the bomb detonate, but if he even touches clips one of the wires correctly, then he'll probably cause the bomb to ignite and detonate on its own. Like that should be like a downside of using Heat Blast in this game. You can't defuse bombs like that. Come on. There we go. Don't worry, I'm on my way. I'm also going to now talk about the designs of the aliens as I see them on the cover. Starting with my favorite of the redesigns for the Dynamite Comics run, Upgrade, as in probably because the favorite as in if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like all of the aliens all of the Omnitrix transformations still have like humanoid designs. Like I do wish they didn't go into that purely humanoid look and went more the Stinkfly direction, which I'll actually talk about next. Stinkfly, which kind of has a more insectoid appearance rather than pure alien, but I do think it still works enough for him because it still looks alien enough in my opinion. I'm just going to, excuse me. Whoop. Ah, crying. Okay, I'm going to leave no prisoners as usual. Or I could just use Fire Punch. It's super effective. And now where do you guys think you're going? No. You are dead! No big surprise! Anyway. With that out of the way, I'll go and Stinkfly now. Ah, shit. Bomb threat in progress. Where? Ah, there we are. Yeah, I was going to stream Cosmic Destruction instead, but I had issues with setting up the PS3s because when it comes to using capture cards for the PS3, it's a nightmare due to how you gotta use like some kind of splitter.
Stinkfly!
And long story short, there I decided like it was already after 9. I was like, I don't like to stream. I don't like to start streams after 9 o'clock in the evening. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to push this back another day. Speaking of which, I want to wish all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day, and for those who aren't a mother, or so on and so forth, please do something. Make sure you better have done something nice for your mother. You do not have any idea how hard women have it in this patriarchal society. As for what I did, I actually restored my mother's old wheelbarrow
Thank you.
because it
Oh my
the
God.
handles were rotten beyond belief, and like most of the thing was
Oh
just
my God.
rusted like crazy
I
to
shouldn't
the
have
point where like some of the bolts and nuts on it were so rusted so badly that that they could not be taken out with like a wrench or something like that. They just had to be kept in. Although some of the bolts and nuts I got out of that thing were kept around, what I did afterwards is I put in a vinegar bath. Save civilians? You got it. I got it. So I put like those nuts and bolts in like a vinegar or baking soda bath.
Accelerate!
And it largely did the trick, except for one carriage bolt that was especially stubborn. To the point where my father had to help me fix the threads on it. Excuse me. Sorry for a traffic jam, everybody. Oh, go honk your horn at somebody else. I'm just trying to save lives here. And done.
Thank you.
I'm going to prioritize saving the civilian here, because that's the right thing to do.
Help me.
I love the speed specs they give accelerate. Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Let's actually try and kick some ass as accelerate now. Let's see how quickly we can do that. Oh, is he an alien? Where? Okay, where's the last guy at? There we go.
Thank you.
Okay, I can't really see that well here. Let's just change the time of day to morning. And you know what? I will change the weather to have it be raining though, since it's raining right now where I'm at. So yeah. Now that out of the way. Where? Okay, where? I need to know where the civilian is who needs my help. Maybe it's a bug. No pun intended. Ah, crime in progress. There we go. Oh, fuck. And I take no fall damage. And now,
Accelerate!
oh, sorry, coming through. Sorry, gotta save the day here. Oh, yeah, I'm going to call it. I'm calling it right now. It's Forms who's needed for this. Oh, bomb threat in progress. Jesus Christ. You know what?
Heat blast.
I don't care if it's rain right now. Fireballs will still be pretty effective here. Hey, buddy. Cars, please move out of the way. Sorry. Not my fault when he's in the way. Heat blast. flying around on this in the rain is certainly an image. I want to see it in the comic at some point. Yeah, I'm ironically enough defusing this bomb as he blasts once more. There we go. Now, with that out of the way, I'm going to try and unlock some more of this task. Well, actually, G, yeah, Omnitrix, no characters, transformation.
Blast.
Alright, here. Yeah, okay, one, no. Diamond Head. Got to equip Upgrade, Rain Matter, Cannonball, Wild Vine. And, that'll have to do for now because, oh, gotta save a civilian. Okay, where? Ah, there we go. I'll let Wild take it from here. And he doesn't grab it onto any ability. Just swings around like that first Spider-Man movie game. Unlike later titles where he actually needs to swim buildings like you just saw there. Or from what it seems like at least. You gotta save the civilian first. It's the right thing to do. Being a hero ain't easy, buddy.
Horror!
Thank you so much.
No problem. Now, where was I? Oh, yes.
Wild Vine.
Here we are, and at least, okay then, okay then, oh, they're gonna have to put you back together, okay, you know what, screw it, Diamond Head, you take it from here, there we go, I want to practice this, real quick. Of course. Oh man, I was just getting the fun started. I know, about time the crime finally stops. Yep. I really need to increase my... Son of a bitch. I really need to increase my flight speed. Speaking of which, I'm going to try and save this real quick. Yeah, I mean, the collectibles aren't a huge deal, but still, worth a try at least. Anywho.
Heat Blast. Heat Blast.
Who should I fill in as a substitute for... Never mind. Okay, then. It's alright, you're up.
Accelerate!
Okay, I gotta get the... Once this crime's handled, I gotta get the speed upgrade for accelerate stat. Jump over them. Same spot? Yeesh. You guys need a better gathering place. Sorry. guys aren't... I wish there was a carp. I would have said they should add some kind of karma system to this game, but that would probably be too similar to Warner Bros. Nemesis system, and considering the patent they have on that, they would probably use that as an opportunity to cease and desist this game out of existence without them looking like complete jackasses. I mean, it still would make them look like complete jackasses, but you get the picture. Okay, that's it. Okay, characters, transformation, accelerate. Alright, let's just, there we go. That's better. Boost. Let's try that now. There we go, now we're talking. Gotta save the civilian first. Unless if the bomb is somehow even... Okay, you know what? This actually takes priority now I think about it. There we go. Okay. Now I can finally slow down a moment. Okay. Anywho, I'm not going to take a look at the pages here. I do like how, like, I'm not going to talk about the first few pages too much because those have been talked to death about and such, considering, like, people do see them in, like, the previews and so on. But I do like how the military and the American government have more of a say and more involvement early on in this Ben 10 story, because, like, you know, they're tracking the Omnitrix's entry into the atmosphere and such. And that is a really nice detail. That's probably my favorite bit of the earlier first few pages, because there, it actually, you know, it feels much more realistic, but in a way that doesn't ruin the fun. Because, again, the creators did say this is supposed to have something of more of a cosmic horror element to it. And the idea, and because, spoiler alert again, not only is the government going to be chasing after Ben in this, but Vilgax is still hot in pursuit in the Omnitrix too. So, like Courrier said in his video on this first issue, Ben and his team are now on the run from two enemies. They're being chased down on two fronts. So that's a really nice detail. Also, the look of the Omnitrix in this definitely looks like something that really, let's just say that really does a good job. How would I say it? That really does a good job, how do I say it? Damn it, I forgot what I was going to say. It does a good job of making the thing look alien, so to speak. Or extraterrestrial, rather. But it really is a look that really can only be done in comics. Like, that would be an absolute nightmare for any animator to get correctly. And all the Ben 10 shows, those Ultimate Alien Force specifically, were notorious for having, like, the occasional animation error, so, yeah. I also do like how, like, Colonel Rosum is one of the people in this, Party Army in this, so they're not just taking elements from, like, the classic series, or even just that in the reboot, but seem to be taking elements from all 5 previous shows. No, I have not seen the 2016 reboot yet, though I have heard it does get better after the first season. But, like, while the first season is, like, pretty bad, the following seasons are a major step up. So I will get around to watching that eventually. It's part of my TV show bucket list. There's other animated shows I want to get through first, though. Like Star Wars The Clone Wars, and as well as the Clone Wars micro series and that kind of stuff. Right? Or have I already seen the entire micro series? The Tartakovsky one. Huh. Yeah, but... Yeah. Yeah, I'll just be flipping through the pages and such. I'm going to now just, I also do like how in this they do diverge a little bit. Like, Max's character in this feels a lot less like the Max from, like, the classic continuity, and a bit more like a mixture between the characteristic traits of that Max Tennyson and, oddly enough, Mace Windu from Star Wars. Even though, because he's a lot more stern, I guess, at times, but again, this is just the first issue, so that could be subject to change later on. Oh, right! Okay, again, sorry if this stream, I've been going a lot of tangents here, but, yeah. But going back to the alien designs themselves on the cover and such, like, not counting Upgrade, whose design is barely changed at all, my favorite of the bunch, aside from, like, either Stinkfly or Heat Blast, like, Heat Blast doesn't have that rocky look on his magma texture anymore, but more like a metallic armor, but it can be seen sort of like, you know, molten lava or molten metal sort of forming those hardening into slightly cooler pieces of metal that in place of the magma crust. That and the helmet, the face design kind of reminds me a lot of like the Arkham Knight helmet, which I don't know why, it just clicks for me. I also don't mind Forum's design, even though the eyes are a little creepy. Diamond says it's also pretty good, though on the cover, on the main cover, it does make, the way he's positioned and the cover makes him look like he's naked, which is not a good look. Again, that was probably just a major oversight, but yeesh. But yeah, I'll explain more in a moment. For now, here we are. Disable civilians? Can do, now I got accelerated super speed. Fall, if I could just jump. Thank you. You know what? I got bigger problems to worry about then. I gotta stop this bomb from going off. Okay then, plan B.
Wow!
Come on. Finally. Now if, oh right, gotta stop this crime too from happening. You know what? I'll let Upgrade take it from here. I'm feeling a little trigger happy. Holy okay then. So anyway, I started blasting. Upgrade is out for blood. Whether it be Earthling or extraterrestrial. Where's the last one at? Come here, little shit. Just bitch slaps the Xenocyte. That much shows the animation there, but this game is still very much a work in progress, so I can't complain too much. I would try and take over a car, but no thanks. I feel like his walking animation though. Now let's just buddy, I can see you in the distance there. Stop walking in place. That might as well be a side quest in this. Stop people from walking in place too long.
Wow! Upgrade!
Upgrade! Venturing to upgrade and so violent! Extreme violence! Upgrade exercises his inner Fuamoko. the last one at? Oh, there you are. Oh boy. Alright, I'm on it.
Accelerate!
Thank you. Help me. Thank you.
Ow. Maybe stop walking. Maybe start paying attention to the traffic lights and such and the crosswalks. That would help you guys a lot.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Oh boy, where are they at? Oh no, I'm good. Or, okay! Okay, I thought... What? Screw it.
Upgrade!
That didn't all anybody but one? Okay, I'm gonna fix it real quick. There we go. Oh, smash. Oh. Alright, there we go. Now, let me please pick an alternative to overflow. Water hazard won't work because I tested him out and he... Well, you get the idea already. You know what? I'll just go with Big Chill. Why not? So that's not, G, Omnitrix, characters,
Heat blast.
resolutions, and quickly find Big Chill.
Big chill!
Okay, guys, what's up?
Big chill!
I mean, ice and water powers aren't exactly the exact same, but ice is frozen water, so this is good enough for me. Plus, Big Chill can fly. If only I could carry him to the hospital, this poor fellow to the hospital, instead of having to go back into Accelerate yet again.
Help. Help.
Okay, fine, fine.
Help me.
If you want to whine, I'll turn to Accelerate. Let's go.
Accelerate!
Where is the hospital at? Oh, there it is. Oh, no, there we go. Where is the next civilian at? Sorry, don't want to cause any accidents.
Thank you so much. Help. Thank you.
Oh, crime in progress, huh? I'm gonna give Cannonball a spin on this one.
Cannonbolt!
My second thought. Big choke of freezing ball solid.
Accelerate!
Yeah, this is the entire priority right now. Sorry.
Thank you so much.
Okay, fine. I'll stop that very last bitch if I can. Okay, good. Where's the next guy at? When will these guys stop walking into intersections?
Thank you.
Now I'm tempted to unlock Alien X just so I can snap that problem out of existence. Hold on a second. I think there's something... hold on. Let me see here. Snap that problem out of existence. Okay, the stream volume is a little loud, actually. I'm just going to turn up my mic volume a little bit for that. Going to turn it up by a decibel. Alright, yeah, that's better. Now with that out of the way. Also, like I heard, speaking of which, there's also the YouTube bug that basically is destroying, like, it basically is destroyed the Wi-Fi chip in my laptop. Like, I think that's what happened to me. Where it basically refreshes everything, probably due to Google's bullshit vibe coding. Yeah, this is why you don't give things to a generative AI for coding, because, you know, maybe rely on actual humans. I heard that Odyssey is actually offering a solution to that, which would be nice, but... Anywho. With that out of the way, I do want to, what was it? Oh, yeah. I do want to describe the comic a bit more now. This gives me a chance to describe the comic a bit more. Then there's, like soon after... Also, in this, Max doesn't have the floral shirt that the previous incarnations had. Though considering the sketchy origins of almost all Hawaiian shirts, not all, but almost all Hawaiian shirts nowadays, that might be for the best. Though he does have the vest from the reboot. He does encounter, like, this Robo-Bear. This cybernetic bear. And you get some, 5 Minutes at Freddy's reference out of it. Though I think it might have just been done as just a mere pop cultural reference, if anything else. Again, I'm not too knowledgeable in that area, but still. Hold on a second. Yeah, so if I go to... Although it does make... The way the comic is handled, like, due to the pacing of comics, like... It basically implies that Ben fought the Cybernetic Bear's forms for the entire 10 minutes of the transformation. Which is possible. I mean, since Ben would... Since, like, it doesn't seem like there's entirely a data dump for this, but there is at least some minor errors of the basic instincts for this, you know? For how to use it. And again, like, Heat Blast is probably one of my favorites in terms of the alien designs here. If only because of, like, I think the armor just kind of clicks for me. It's very different, but in the way it works. I'm not a huge fan of Overflow, for obvious reasons, but also because, like, he looks too mechanical, unless if it's an energy type situation, which I doubt. Accelerate just looks like a I'm gonna be blunt. It just looks like a xenomorph with Beyblades for toes, or wheel toes, or whatever they're called, and it looks off to me. I get they were trying to go for a cosmic horror look, but it almost looks kind of goofy. Wildvine is way too over-designed in my opinion, at least on the cover art. And Cannonbolts might be my favorite Omnitrix transformation, but his face just looks too weird, like too fish-like, I guess you could say, like a fish out of water, quite literally. And again, the way the armor plating is designed makes it hard to believe like how this guy could roll up into a ball, even more so than his Omniverse design. And then there's Gray Matter, who's pretty good aside from like the almost exposed looking brain, which just makes him look too much like a typical gray alien. Again, I know it's like intention for Ramir's design, but it's just too on the nose. So yeah, the designs are 50-50 there. But anywho, just take a look at this real quick. Oh no. Oh wait. Again, so my Wi-Fi does have a lagging problem whenever I have YouTube up. So, even when not, and I don't know why, I think it's just the YouTube bug destroyed the Wi-Fi chip in my computer, in my laptop. I'm gonna see if I can try and get Ethernet hooked back up to it this week, to see if that's really is the problem, but yeah. So I apologize if the stream does lag at points. But yeah, we should be back up and running, or... Yeah, anywho. Yeah, we got about an hour left of the stream. Clear all civilians.
Thank you!
Alright, we can handle it quickly, for obvious reasons. I wish the bolts did more damage, honestly. Speaking of...
Heat blast!
Accelerate!
Tornado. Yes, please. Uh-oh. Oh, great. Let's just, wait for it to load back up. Save trap civilian. Where? Over there, huh? Okay.
Horror!
I wish you could control the trajectory of that a little better.
Thank you! Oh my god.
I do like the extra voice lines there, though. Adds a bit more personality. But speaking of...
Heat blast! Horror!
Okay, super strength, thunderclap. Let's give the guy super strength. What the hell?
Upgrade!
Optic laser. Let's get one for each, anyways.
Fly!
Once I have time, anyways. Can I land on the building? God damn it! It's so close. Whoa, okay, oh, okay, alright, now let me get some more upgrades in. No pun intended, of course.
Heat blast.
Gray matter.
Nothing for gray matter yet, unfortunately. Diamond head, nope. Stink fly?
Fly.
Electricity will work.
Cannon bolt.
Grab and throw, boost. And grab and throw, of course. Bomb throw in progress. Already on my way.
Cannon bolt.
Okay, that's it. No. There we go! Oh, I can take a shortcut here. Second thought, I'll let Wildlife in here. There we go. Okay, you know what? Screw it, Stink Fly. Fine, you win.
Fly.
There we go. That's better. Now, what else? Accelerate or give him the boost. Let's give Heat Blast another upgrade. Or, never mind.
Accelerate.
I wish... Is there a way you can add this to be a... You know what? Hold on. Is there a way you can change these settings to be so they don't have to announce names? Oh, you can actually turn that off. That's nice. Yeah. Always once random events off. And can you make them a little less frequent? That'd be nice. Like just Santa hat. Okay, that's a neat idea. Sprint mode, hold. Traffic spawn terminal, AI car honking. Hold on a second. And we got another frame drop. Again, I'm sorry if there's a bit of lag on the stream. Again, that's just an issue that I'm going to have to figure out as time goes along. Okay, let's just get back to this. Like, because I'm actually not a huge fan of Ben just constantly saying the names of the aliens. Like, I get why they did it in Ultimate Alien Force, so people would be familiar with them, but it does get annoying by the end of Ultimate Alien, so I'm glad that drops that in Omniverse. Let's just, I wish there was a way you could just change the frequency of those random events. That would be nice.
Thank you so Thank you.
Half these buildings I can't even climb on. See, because the way it's designed. Anywho.
Heat blast.
Fire beam, yes. supernova. Oh shit. Doesn't hurt to experiment with power still. Oh, you saw nothing? At least now the suit with these events turned off, I can now properly... Come on. Okay, come on. Can I get it all in one go? Alright. One more. Shit. I can't grab anything. Yes, got them all in one... Okay, not well, necessarily one go exactly the way, and just still. Alright. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to try and max out the powers here.
Heat blast.
Gray matter. Accelerate.
Accelerate.
Oh yeah, I got to on the random events then, though. Well, I might as well talk a bit more about the comic itself. Again, I do like how Ben has to use a bit of trial and error here, and that to defeat the bear, first forms, then his heat blast, to, force him to do some problem solving. Although then we have the issue of, well, how do I say it? Oh yeah, because again, like, I'm gonna try and do a heat blast impression with this. This is too crazy, not to mention too dangerous.
No way it's didn't attract attention. The army guys, they gotta be close by now.
Anyone else see that? Like a solar flare. Keep moving just up ahead. And he's just like, one of them also says like, it looked like some sort of localized heat blast occurred here. So maybe that's where, in this continuity, Ben gets named for that transformation, which would be a nice idea. Like, he doesn't make them all up himself. Because it does seem like this Ben is a lot more insecure, I guess you could say, because his taunting of Gwen's a lot meaner at the start and such. Again, it's probably because it's more aimed for a more teenage audience, so because of the team at Man of Action and such, they can get away with more. Although Rust Bucket design is largely the same as in the prior series, as like in the classic series, just a bit bigger in scope. As for Vilgax's design, I'm not too fond of it, but I don't hate it either, it's just not great. But maybe it'll grow on me. And the color for the next issue, it's basically, like, next issue, now in possession of a mysterious alien device. Not only is young Ben Tennyson taking on a variety of strange, otherworldly forms, but the United States Army has him on the run. He's learning about the Omnitrix the hard way. Also hot on Ben's trail is his grandfather Max, a man with his own set of secrets. Which basically implies that, yeah, this version's also a plumber, just like in the classic Prime continuity. Not to mention cousin Gwen, who isn't about to sit out these adventures either. I believe it'll be coming on. Issue 2 will be coming out on June 3rd, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check to make sure of that. Let me take a look at the, yeah, June 3rd. I already pre-ordered it, and I cannot wait for it to come. I just hope that, in some shape or form, the Warner Bros. Acquisition by Paramount gets blocked somehow. That would be nice, as unlikely as it is. Wink, wink. Or at the very least, Paramount is blocked from acquiring everything Warner Bros. Owns. Similar to how, like, when Disney bought out Fox in 2017, 2018, they weren't allowed to get Fox Sports. So maybe here, Paramount, even if the deal goes through, Paramount might not be allowed to say, get the Cartoon Network original IPs, for instance. That would be very nice, just saying. Wait, the wiki page has... There's even a wiki page for the Ben 10 sticker album? Release date, 2009. Huh. I remember having the Classic Series sticker album when I was little. Anywho. Alright, time to turn back time to turn back on. First, let's save our game. Now let's try and now it's time to turn back on the random events. It'd be nice if they were a little... You could change your frequency at least. That'd be nice. Surviving Earth? No. Might see it, might not. Not sure. Right now I got kind of got a bit of a fucking list of things I want to get through first.
Thank you!
No problem. Oh, okay, nope. Time to choose. Once again, I chose violence. Come on, there we go. Come on. Yeah, no, it's way better. There we go. Anyway. Trap civilian. Already on it. Trap civilian. Oh, there we are.
Thank you!
Oops. Okay, now let's go to character,
Heat
transformation.
blast! Cannon bolt!
Okay, it's just, all the boost.
Wild ride!
Fine zip. There we go.
Deep fly!
Save trap civilian. Where happened to safety regulations on this goddamn construction site?
Thank you!
Okay, where's the first trap civilian? There we go. I can imagine Ben's mind's like, where are the plumbers to help me?
Help me!
Okay, you know what? That's it. I'm not dealing with this bullshit right now. Oh, come on! Sorry! Okay, you know what? There. I changed it to morning so I can goddamn see!
Thank you.
Will you guys stop saying intersections all the time?
Thank you so much.
Oh.
Thank you.
Sorry, civilians take higher priority.
Thank you. Thank you. Help me. Thank you.
Civilians need my help. Okay, finally. Come on. Come on. There's one. Last guy at. Where's he at? Sorry, civilians take priority.
Ow. Thank you.
Wait a minute. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way.
Coach is moving wrong way!
Thank you so much.
Come on. Almost there.
Help.
So we're trying to keep the random events going until... No, come on, almost there, and...
Thank you.
Okay, now it's out of the way. Finally, no more timing out. go. They got save civilians. Win.
Thank you. Help me. Thank you so much.
Run.
Thank you.
Run. Faster, faster, faster! God, accelerate is basically a requirement for these random events. No wonder Ben 10,000 can basically ran across the world as him.
Oh my god. I should have never had tacos for dinner. Oh my god. Thank you.
As fast as I can here. Come on. Come on.
Thank you.
Alright, now with that. Hold on a second. Options. Random events. Off. Hopefully that'll be enough. Let's see here.
Thank you.
Upgrade crashes out! Today! Yeah. I probably turn random events off. I guess side effects of it. Come on. Oh, okay. Come on. Almost there. Well, shit. Well, now that's done. Let's get the transformation. Let's max out the transformation. That's well, let's get that. Boost. Alright, Sync Fly's maxed out.
Upgrade!
Alright, upgrades maxed out.
Wild ride.
Yep.
Cannonbolt!
Okay. Form.
Forearm!
Rock throw.
Heat blast!
Charge fireball. Supernova. And Big Chill for the fun of it. Yep. So that should be it.
Heat Forearm! Upgrade! Cannonbolt! Wild Ride!
Now, with that done, let's just get the remaining Susanoo cards while I was out there.
Gray matter.
Upgrade!
Accelerate.
Oh!
Gray matter.
Cannonbolt!
Okay. Let's see, you got 16 of them so far. Collectibles. Yep. Okay. I do like how, like, granted some Gen Z and Gen Alpha slang is used by Ben and Gwen in the comic, like rage baiting and such, but it never gets as nothing cringeworthy. Like, they don't try and say skip the toilet, which would basically have caused me literal internal pain, which is kind of funny. It's really kind of funny because right now I have a very bad throat right now. It kind of hurts for me to swallow. It's been nearly a week for me since that started. I don't know what's causing it, most likely spring allergies. Come on. If you get all 100 of the cards here, that's how you normally unlock Wavig. I think I have this nice little island here. And the comic also does make me theorize a little bit, because, like, in it, like, Gwen sort of, like, when Gwen taunts Ben, like, she kind of said, or at least basically said something along the lines of, actually, hold on a second. Let me see the line real quick. At least my folks aren't using this trip as an excuse to get rid of me, to which Max rightfully scolds Gwen for that, but still. Like, Jesus, like, this does make me wonder, like, if that was just genuine taunting, or, like, considering how mean Ben was earlier on and such, and insecure and such, like, honestly, I don't think Ben's parents would have actually have done that, but still, it does make you wonder. Yeesh. Oh, there's one. Why is this random skyscraper here? What, Bellwood fall victim to a recent flood? No, it actually has explosion physics and such. That's weird. Well, the remaining less than 30 minutes, might as well get the remaining cards. And if I'm lucky, I can get way big. Probably not, but still. Actually, there we go. There we go. This is awkward to see Big Chill like this, but still. That and since this is a comic that's aimed for an older audience, like it's very unlikely that toy companies are ever going to get involved in its production, which is good because that's what ultimately kills the Prime continuity, and what, in my opinion, really caused Omniverse to go downhill fast after its like first 2 or 3 seasons. Even then, like I mean, each series had its fair share of problems, but still. Huh. The Bellwood suburb. Like in the classic series, Bellwood's location in the United States is never fully disclosed. Like it definitely hinted at, and like in the classic series to be somewhere in the American South, like southeastern U.S. In Race Against Time, it's almost explicitly stated like that. But then from Alien Force onwards, it's basically implied to be in upstate New York, very close to like New York City, or even something of an offshoot of New York City. The one thing that could support Bellwood, the idea of Bellwood being in the South, is that like you barely see any snow there. Not to say like the Southeast doesn't get any snow in the wintertime, or even sleet, but still, the fact that also it might just be more than a coincidence there. Just saying. Oh, nope. Let's try photo mode real quick. Come on. And now. What the? Okay, how do I... Okay, now he just looks like Christ the Redeemer. Oh, actually. Gotcha. Grab that. And that one too. Where is the... Get that. That. Almost halfway there. I do like how Ben's house is... But I'm not sure if Ben's house is very accurately modeled, but still. I gotta affect that at a later date. But yeah, there we go. Bellwood suburbs. I'm just going to just grab, fly, and fly. There we go. Grab that and fly off and ooh, accelerate racing. I guess I could do that. Also, to prove it to y'all that water hazard is still far too much of a work in progress for me to try out for the stream and such, I'll unlock him right now and prove it to y'all.
Heat blast.
to make a point and such. Now let me just see. That's why I couldn't use them as a substitute for overflow in the stream. So let me just save this real quick. There we go. But yeah, at the very least, I will try and use Accelerate. Alright, here goes nothing. 2, 1, go! Now my speed's maxed out, should be pretty easy. That's nice. Not sure if the zoning codes would allow this kind of neighborhood structure. I've done previous work mainly driving much of the time, and I don't think this would fly. Looking from, like, neighborhoods they visited, and you get the idea. What the hell is that? Hold on, I'm curious. Let me take a look here. What's this massive obelisk? Didn't expect Wildvine to make that much of an impact. But there you go. I do like how Snarrow has Snarrow's stats in mind, even though it's a long way away. Anyway. Ooh, a bigger racetrack. 10:13. Yeah, I got time. Stream doesn't end until around 10:30, so. All around Bellwood? Okay, here we go. Got full boost, so this should be pretty easy. Here we go. Oh, shit. Come on. A little over 2 minutes left. Not usually grand time limits. But I'm slow down now. just for funsies, I guess I can unlock the ultimate feature. Even though with the ones I have unlocked right now, it only applies to Cannonball, but fuck it. Here we go. What the? Okay, that looks very uncanny when he's not rolling around, but now I'm bowling! Is that in Benson Ultimate Alien when he's Ultimate Cannonball and rolls into a wall, those spikes aren't plateaued. They don't have flat ends. They have spiky ends. So I don't know why the model doesn't have that. That's something Age should touch up on. Just constructive criticism. That's all. Get this. And wait a minute. Wait. Okay, sorry for technical difficulties, everybody, but, yeah, so, sorry if I missed something there. There was, again, another issue of lag. But that should be over for now. The stream's almost over anyways, but still. I do wonder, though, made by humans, inspired by heroes. Well said. I wonder where the 5YL advertisement is. There it is. I see it. Two of them, actually. Oh, wait. That's the 5YL advertisement. Then there's the And Beyond advertisement. another one. Swoop it and grab it. There we go. Now those are street lights. Now we get the Bellwood skyline. What the? Must be another advertisement for the French stadium or something. Okay, I can't turn off the freeze breath. Big Chill is just walking around with a new TF2 effect. Its value is insane. And now I can't see anything, so let's change the time of day to morning. And finally, I'll add in a little treat here at the end. Oh wait, no, I can't. I don't have special events turned on yet. Never mind. Whoa. Oh, see, he's grabbing on the thin air. Look, see? See, he's grabbing on the thin air. Hopefully they change that in a later patch. Update, so that would be more likely. He has to grab onto the side of the building. what? I'm curious. Super damage, super covered. In the Ben 10 universe, that's practically a requirement for insurance companies. Those must be advertisements for other fan games, which is a nice touch, too. What does this one say, actually? Oh, super damage, super covered. Like, it'd be cool if there was like an in-game insurance company or something that was the themes, because that way, you know. And I will actually want to try something. Just gonna transform back to myself. And how much fall damage am I gonna take? That's it. That's all the fall damage it takes. Anywho, just save this real quick. Whoa. Whoa. How many dropped frames were there? Okay, that was kind of terrifying at first. But yeah, so that'll be pretty much it for this stream. Granted, it started a few minutes late, but that was my fault. It was just minor technical issues still. But yeah, the next weekend stream will be another stream where I play Neofeud 2. I'm trying to space out the Neofeud stream similar to Techno Babylon Planet Zoo streams. One moment. Yeah, so again, next weekend I'm going to be streaming Neofeud 2. Excuse me. And that should be it for this stream. And since it's about 10:30 now, and my internet's about to cut out, my Wi-Fi's about to cut out and lag again, so yeah. That'll be it for now. I'll see you all next weekend for Neofeud 2, and I also happy Mother's Day, everybody, and I will wish you all a good night as well. So, goodbye, everybody.